Having the blood of Xeric, I was put into captivity by the people of Zeah, deemed never to leave. However, being a descendant of Xeric means I'm skilled with the magic involved in teleportation. Every 250,000 experience gained on Zeah allows me time to build up my strength to use teleportation spells. After 30 minutes on the mainland, my body weakens and I'm forced to go back to Zeah to recuperate my powers. Trapped in a game of cat and mouse, I'm on a mission to discover all I can about the world of Gielinor through questing and adventuring. Hopefully one day I can overpower the Elders of Arceuus for my more permanent escape. Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode of Zeah Captive. For those of you that never saw the trailer or don't quite understand the intro, this account is a Zeah-based Iron Man that is allowed to leave to the mainland for 30 minutes after 250,000 XP has been gained on Zeah. And before anyone asks, I feel the need to explain why exactly I did this idea for a series. I always wanted to make an Iron Man account and I always wanted to entertain others while I did it, but I can never find myself recording footage of normal Iron Man gameplay and uploading that to YouTube as content. At the same time though, while I have huge respect for Iron Man accounts who restrict themselves to a single area of the game, I didn't want to limit the content I was able to do on that Iron Man just because of the area I was in. A Zeah-based Iron Man that's able to rarely leave for short periods of time to do content outside of Zeah seemed the most ideal. On one hand, I get to be a fairly normal Iron Man, but at the same time I also get to experience the most that Zeah has to offer. With all that being said, the first big goal that I have is going to be a quest cape. The series is mostly planned out, but I'm always open to everyone's feedback, so if you have anything that you would like to see or that you think I should do, just let me know in the comments and I'll try to fit it in if I'm able to. But end game of the account is going to be bossing and Slayer with my time slots on the mainland. Hopefully most of the Slayer that I can do is within the catacombs on Zeah. That way I can spend my time on the mainland doing things such as agility and hunter, which I can't really do efficiently on Zeah at all. So the first thing I decided to do was fletching and woodcutting. I banked all my items and went to South Arceuus where there's a shop with a knife, and I stayed in this area until I was level 10 in fletching. Once I got 10 fletching, I started doing bows, and then I realized that I couldn't actually sell those bows at the shop I was near, so I had to move up to North Arceuus near the general store, and thankfully there was loads of normal trees up there. And once I hit 20 fletching, I also started doing oak trees in this area. Here I got 25 fletching, meaning I could start doing oak longbows. While still slow and tedious as early level fletching is, it was definitely progress. Unfortunately, I did misplace some footage here, and I don't actually have footage of me getting my first 10k cash stack, but it did happen. And next up we have 30 fletching, which took about 5 to 6 hours.
We're gonna have to use that phone a friend. This is $1 million. No
Sure.
messing around.
Come on, who do you want to call?
And I finally got 41 in woodcutting, which means I can now get my hands on a rune axe and use it if I can ever get access to the woodcutting guild. After 41 woodcutting, I decided to take a break from woodcutting and head up to North Lovaking to buy all the pickaxes that I would need for mining. I wanted to start training some mining as well.
Am I being detained?
The next achievement was 6 mining, which means that I can use a steel pickaxe. Next up was 15 mining, which means I could start mining iron ore on Zeah. However, I decided to start training some combat so that I could equip the pickaxes that I had recently obtained. Plus, it would give me a nice little break from all the skilling that I had been doing for the past 7 to 8 hours. In order to start training combat, I had to get some scimitars from House Shazian, and in order to use the sword shop, I had to get 20% favor, so I went ahead and did that for House Shazian. Alright, so we're going to be skipping a little bit of progress with no footage, unfortunately, but basically what happened was I decided to go kill chickens for combat XP, and this was months ago before sand crabs even existed, and I do not have that footage any longer, and then I stopped actually playing the account completely for a few months because they were talking about around the time that I created the account, they were talking about all these updates that were going to come to Zeah that would improve Zeah overall, and because of that I just decided to stop playing on the account because I didn't really know what goals to go for, and with these updates, when they actually came into the game as actual updates, I would actually have some hard goals to go for. So I just completely stopped playing on the account, and when I came back, I wanted to do some fishing because they had added some fishing spots to Zeah, but there are hobgoblins over there and I wasn't high enough combat to unaggro those. I think I needed to be about 62 combat to use the fishing spots without being attacked. So I decided to train my combat at sand crabs, and I did that until 30 attack. I also got 22 strength and 22 defense off of that. I was able to use my Mist Scimitar then as well, and then from that point I decided I wanted to try out some winter tods, so I started woodcutting and fire making for level 50 fire making. And in this clip here, I got 50 fire making. I was 280k total XP at this time, so I decided it would be best if I was just to stick to Winter Todd until 500k total XP, giving me a whole hour on the mainland, and that was assuming that Winter Todd was doable at my levels. Unfortunately, I also lost all the footage of me doing Winter Todd. I only did 6 kills there, and you can actually see in the bank the loot tab that I have from those 6 kills. I also obtained the Clue Hunter garb while on Zeah, keeping me a bit warmer at Winter Todd. The main issue with Winter Todd was that I couldn't get the logs fast enough to ensure that I got the 500 minimum point requirement needed for at least one crate. And because of this, I decided to finish off the 500k XP mark with woodcutting and fletching, because the rate at which you get the logs is based on your woodcutting level. So I still needed 61 woodcutting, and the higher level woodcutting would help me out at Winter Todd, so I decided to go ahead and do that. And so as you can see on screen, we have the product of finishing off 500k total XP on Zeah. We got 56 woodcutting and 44 fletching, and we also have a nice little cash stack. That cash stack is going to go straight into runes so that I can cast and train magic on Zeah once I get back and return from the mainland. Before we get into the rest of the episode, I just want to mention that the rest of this episode was recorded before I had my new microphone, so the audio quality might be a little bit weird, but it'll only happen for the next few episodes, and then after that it'll be just my new mic. Right now we are going to just prepare to take on the mainland for the first time, so that'll be pretty excited, kind of scary, hoping that I'm completely ready for everything. If not, then that'll kind of suck, but I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, so I think I have everything I need. If not, it's not too big of a deal. I can just go ahead and go to a bank, but I'm going to go ahead and home teleport to Lumbridge right now. I do have a general idea of what I'm going to do. One of the first things being I'm going to go to do Dork's quest first, and the reason for that is I do need to go to Varrock, but you have to go to the Varrock for the quest, so yeah. I started the timer right there. You can see in the corner. I should have that up. First thing I need to do, trade this guy and buy a steel axe. Finally, we have a better axe. That's amazing. I need to go kill a rat for the herblore quest. So let's just get that out of the way really quickly. Need some rat meat. Alright, we finally killed this guy. Let's go ahead and pick up the bones too. Why not? And bury him. The next thing really quick, what we're going to do is we're going to just start the Lumbridge diaries. It's kind of useful too, because of the fact that if you're playing the game, you usually tick off some diaries. So I guess they might have changed that. Before you had to actually talk to somebody before you started it, but I guess that might not be the case anymore. So we're gonna go to Doric's, which is north of Falador. Alright guys, so we are here at Doric's house finally. One thing that I did forget to do actually was kill a cow in Lumbridge, because I need cow meat for the quest as well. Chickens I can find, and bears I can find on my way around, but cows are... The closest place is south of Falador, so I might have to take a little bit of a detour later, but I think I'm actually heading down there anyway, so I think we should be fine. And there we go. Doric's quest is now completed. Got 18 mining, which is really nice. And now we're going to go ahead and head down and start the Knight's Sword quest. So we're here now in the courtyard, and I got the raw chicken that I needed. The cow I can actually get while I'm doing this quest, so that's not going to be a big deal. Go ahead and talk to the squire real quick to start this part of the quest. Uh-oh. I just fucked up. Alright, now I have to head to Varrock, so I will be right back when I'm in that area. Alright, so we're about 10 minutes in, and we are finally in Varrock. The first thing that I'm going to go ahead and do is buy some staffs, and then I'm going to go talk to Rolado, and then we need to go to the rune shop and to get a chef's hat, because we need to buy a red berry pie at the cooking guild. So let's go here, let's buy one air and one fire staff, awesome. Let's go talk to Rolado, and then we will head south. So I'll be back when I'm at Rolado. Alright, so we are here, and Rolado is here. So let's talk to him real quick. Alright, so now we just need the red berry pie, so we're gonna go a little bit south near the rune shop in Varrock, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alright, so we are here. I think it's this guy that has the chef's hats. We'll go ahead and buy one of those real quick, and then we also have to go kill a bear before we head over to the guilds. So there are no chef's hat in here. What is going on? I really hope he sells the chef's hat. I hope I just got extremely unlucky. No freaking way, dude. Oh no, this isn't good. Well, I'm retarded. They don't actually have it, so that really sucks. Wasting time here now. This is terrible. Okay, so that's not gonna work. Ooh. Okay, so we're gonna have to probably make one. We need again. We're gonna go kill a bear real quick. So, all right. So now we gotta go get a pie dish, and then we have to make. Um, we have to make. Actually, let's go get the red berries. I think are right. No, they're not. East of Rock. Never east. Okay, they're right here. Sorry. So let's get some of these. All right, and now we're gonna go ahead and we need to go to the Rock Palace to get a pie dish. And then what we're gonna go to do is we're gonna home teleport to Lumbridge so that we can make the grain. So I'll be back with you guys shortly. Alright, so I got the pie dish, but I have 11 minutes on my home teleport, so I think we can make the dough here. Like in Varrock, we should be able to, so we'll do that. God, this is going terrible. We're just gonna go to Port Sarim. Oh, fuck. Can't go to Port Sarim, so we're gonna go to Pest Control. I didn't. Oh no. This is terrible. This is going so bad. Okay, we're going to Lumbridge then. We are going to Lumbridge. We're actually going to take the canoe here. That will help us out a little bit with the speed. Let's actually pick some of this wheat real quick. Fuck these jugs of wines. A lot of these things that you really take for granted, like the rat catcher's quest, that makes sense, but it didn't click to me. Especially me having a quest cape. Um, Way before the teleport even came out. And then the combat level of 40, again, it makes sense, but it's not really something you would actually think about going into this. So a lot of the issues right now are being made in just me overlooking simple things like that, which is not a good thing at all. Not a good thing at all. Alright, wonderful. Okay, so now we can go back down to this little kitchen thing. Oh my god. Of course. Of course he's not gonna let me use this fucking... What a dick. Oh my god. This is going so terrible. Alright, he's not gonna let me use that because he's a dick. And I just used the pot of flour too. God damn it, dude. This is going so well. Oh, fuck. Okay. And then hopefully. Ah, fuck, dude. Alright, we got a red berry pie. Amazing. Let's not eat it. Let's go to Port's Rim now. Now we have to walk there. We're at 32 minutes. Feeling a little bit more confident now. It's still pretty scary, but that was a lot of things that happened all at once that I was not expecting at all, like in the slightest. So, yeah, really freaking sucks. We'll head over to Port Serve now, and I'm gonna go buy some runes. We're gonna give Thurgo his red berry pie, and then we will head back to Falador. Okay, so that should be fine for mage training. I did want to keep some GP because we're gonna need a few things. Alright, so I'm not gonna be able to buy law runes unfortunately, so I'll just have to get those from NPC drops, which hopefully I will in the Zeah catacombs, so that's not too big of a deal. I should get like an occasional rune drop, like fire runes and stuff at Fire Giant, so I don't need to worry about getting any of those. Hopefully, everything should be good to go. So now we're gonna go back down to Thurgo and continue this quest, and then hopefully we're gonna have time to finish the Herblore quest. So. Take your time. There we go. Alright, well, that's gonna be it. I'm just gonna go ahead and turn this in, and we're gonna be done with the quest. Alright, we got the sword, and now we have 11 minutes to finish the quest. I'll try to do the Herblore quest. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, though. I don't actually know if they drop anything, though. Yes, they do. And there's 29 smithing, which is awesome because now we can actually mine and smith on Zeah by ourselves with no problem. Not sure if I'll have to get favor to use any of the furnaces on Zeah. You know, we'll see what happens with that. If so, I can still bank it and smith it eventually. It's not really too big of a deal. But the idea behind that is so I can basically make my own arrows and start training some range too eventually, which will be very nice. So now we have 7.5 minutes to complete Jerdik's Ritual. It's not a very hard quest, but I'm not sure if I'll be able to walk to the places I need to walk to fast enough. Hopefully I will be able to, but we will see. Alright, I should be able to finish the quest, I'm assuming. I don't see why not. Don't want to get too cocky, I guess, but I should be able to do it. Alrighty, and there we go. Got 3 Herblore. Now we can start Herblore whenever we want to. Eventually. I know that Arceuus has some of the stuff that we need for that, but that's gonna be it, really. I know we have like 3 minutes left, 2.5 minutes. Nothing really valuable we can do with that time, I don't think. At least I hope not. We are just gonna go ahead and head back to Zeah. Unfortunately, I can't teleport there. I'm gonna have to walk to Port Sarim first, so yeah, kind of sucks, but we'll get there slowly. So that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for the first episode of Zeah Captive. If you guys had any feedback, feel free to leave it in the comments, as I said earlier, and I'll try to take it into account whenever I can. If you have any suggestions, do the same, and if you like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you want to see more Zeah Captive in the future, feel free to subscribe, and you can also enable notifications on my channel, just in case the sub boxes do break. I know they've been doing that again recently, so other than that, I will see you guys next time with another episode of Zeah Captive.